Hi, my name is Robert. This video is designed to give you step-by-step detailed instruction on completing the task at hand. Visit my YouTube channel and watch my disclaimer video. And please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you find the information you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to do a basic oil change on this 2003 Jaguar XJ8. It's the owner's manual appears to recommend that it be changed every 6 months or every 10,000 miles, whichever comes first. Looking at the owner's manual, it's got about the weirdest oil chart I've ever seen, but it looks like the primarily used oil is this 5W30. Doesn't say anything about synthetic, and this one's not supercharged or turbocharged, so I'm just going to go with 5W30 in it. And here's the chart on it that recommends that the engine oil is changed every 10,000 miles or 6 months. There's a note down there. The owner's manual also said that this car takes about either 6.5 or 7 quarts. So I have a spare jug of 530 and I got 6 quarts here. I got a new oil filter from the dealer. I got an oil filter bolt brand new from the dealer. It has a rubber ring in it. I recommend replacing those as often as you can, preferably every oil change. And I also recommend you use an OEM or the OEM manufacturer oil filter. They're the best for the motor. I don't know who makes this one, but this one was kind of pricey at the dealer. It was like $23 plus tax. The oil filter bolt was $16 plus tax. So just in that, you're looking at just hard cost on the oil change is going to be about 70 bucks. But when you're driving a nice car like this, you need to keep the oil change real simple oil change. So I got a 13 millimeter socket, ratchet, torque wrench if you think you need it, some gloves, something to catch the oil. I put the car up on ramps, and I got the oil filter wrench here, whichever oil filter wrench you prefer. So I open the hood and I take the oil cap off the motor, and then I pull the dipstick out a couple of inches. Then I go under the car. Come under the car, it's very easy to find the screw-on type filter and the oil pan. The oil pan's at the bottom at the motor near the front. You don't have to pull any splash guarder off from what I can see. That's the bolt. You take that bolt loose, let the oil drain in your drain pan there, and then after it gets done draining, you pull the filter off, which is right there. So let me go ahead and pull this bolt, it's 13 millimeter, and start draining it. It just comes out counterclockwise. Okay, I got the oil coming out, and fortunate for me, it is going in the pan. And now, once it quits draining, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the oil filter off. While the oil's filling up in the pan, I normally prime the oil filter with some fresh oil. And this normally is a process I fill it up 4 or 5 times, but since this is a side mount oil filter, I'm only going to fill it up once, because I'm probably going to lose some of that oil when I go to screw it on. And then I lubricate the seal with the oil that I use to prime it with. Good, clean, fresh oil. Now that the oil's at a trickle, I go ahead and break the oil filter loose with my wrench and get that unscrewed. Alright, once you break the oil filter loose, start to turn it off, it'll drain some more oil out. So keep your drain pan in position and under there, let that oil drain off before you pull it all the way out. Alright, once you get the oil filter off and the drain plug off, you want to wipe those surfaces clean. Make sure that the oil filter gasket didn't get stuck on the side of the motor, and then go ahead and hand screw your oil filter on. The big thing with doing oil changes is making sure you don't put the filter on too tight, and making sure you get a good seal on your oil pan bolt, because you don't want it dripping in your garage. So what I normally do is get the oil filter hand tight, or make sure the seal makes contact, and then turn it another 3/4 to 1 turn. And then on your bolt here, I screw it in hand tight, and then I bump it once with the wrench, maybe another 1/4 turn at the most with the wrench, or you could torque it to about 17 foot-pounds. but make sure you don't cross thread the bolt in, so put it in by hand at first. Okay, after I got the oil filter in, I came down here, I put the mileage on it, the date on it, and the weight oil, and then on the bolt there that I put in, I screwed it down until it was snug, and then I did it maybe another 1/8 of a turn. If you're going to put a torque wrench on it, maybe 12 foot-pounds at the most. Now, since the car is not on a flat surface, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to add 6 quarts in it. Then I'm going to crank it up, put it on a flat surface, let it idle for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to shut it down, let it sit for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to check the oil level, and I'm going to top it off as needed. So I'm going to go ahead and toss 6 quarts in it right now. The reason I'm going to toss 6 quarts in it is because there's a chance that there was a little bit of oil left in the oil pan since the car wasn't sitting on a flat surface. So I'm at least go a 1/2 quart below recommended and then check the oil level. So put your rag or something to catch any oil you might spill. Get you a good funnel and make sure the funnel's cleaned out, and then fill the oil up. If you leak oil down the side of this motor, it's going to get on the exhaust manifold down there and it's going to smell real bad. So you want to use a funnel and you want to catch any that you spill over. Okay, after you add the oil, you want to wipe off around your oil filler cap as best you can. Screw it on, get you a couple of clicks on that. Wipe off your power steering pump, and then wipe off your oil dipstick. You don't want these things to be left dirty, because if you're driving around and you're clean, or you have some need that you suspect you need to check your oil, you don't want to get dirty while you're in here. So it's good to try to keep these areas cleaned up as best you can. So after you add the oil, go under the car, double check, make sure your filter's not leaking and your bolt's not leaking, and then go ahead and start the car up. Alright, I don't have anything dripping off my bolt. I don't have anything dripping off my filter. So now I'm going to take my used oil, get that recycled, and start the car up. Let it run for a few minutes, check the oil. Okay, I warmed up the motor, ran it for about 5 minutes, parked it for about 5 minutes, wiped the dipstick off. Now I'm going to pull the dipstick out and see what the level is. And it looks like I'm right at the low. So I need another quart in there, so I'm going to go ahead and add 1 more quart and be done with it. If you got any questions, go ahead and post it. Me or somebody else will answer for you. If you feel that this information was beneficial, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can also subscribe to my channel so that you can get notification of future videos that I post. Visit my channel. I have all types of do-it-yourself videos there. You can leave questions here, and I'll try to respond to them as quick as possible. You can also visit my website at robertspinner.com. Thanks again for watching.